Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the demo version of a game called Void War, and this is a sci-fi dark fantasy strategic space roguelite, where you command a ship and crew and do your best to survive the perils of space. Now in this game, you will conduct space warfare, you can actually board ships, you will be fighting in real-time combat, and you will use the things that you find in your adventure to upgrade both your ship and your crew. I found this game really fun. I think it's really well done. The gameplay loop is exciting, it's different, you never quite know what you're gonna find, and there is a perilous nature to this game, which I really do enjoy. Huge shout out to the commenter who recommended this one. Great recommendation. And if you like what you're seeing here today and you want to try out the game for yourself, you can certainly do so. There's a free demo available right now on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the game did release in full on the 2nd of June. So we're gonna hop on into a brand new run. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, and consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so it all begins with commander selection. So we have the Exile, who has 90 HP, does 3 DPS, has the innate trait Ancient Translocator, which will allow him to teleport into a target room. He's got an armor slot, a weapon slot, and then what's called a tool slot, as denoted by that little, I guess, tuning fork right there. Okay? Next up, we have the Witch. So a little bit less HP, the same DPS, has the Mind Bolt trait, which allows her to throw a projectile that deals 15 HP damage to hostile crew members. And then you'll notice that equipment slot there, the little eyeball, I do believe that's like a magic slot. So this guy has the tool, and this lady has the magic, okay? And last up, we do have the Assassin that's all locked up for 8,000 of this currency, called Resonance, that I don't have, of course. But looks pretty cool. Poison DPS, ignores doors, and moves very, very fast. Might be a fun thing to get unlocked. Definitely. But let's go with the Exile here today. I think that's completely fine. And for the name, I mean, what other name then? Abo Bro. Shout out to the Abo Bro army. Let's rock and roll. Now we have basically our ship selection, okay? And there's a couple of different ones, but really in the demo we're quite limited, but get a load of this. So here's the list, right? So we have hull type A, okay? There's all these vessels, obviously more unlocked in the full release of the game. And then we also have hull type B, which can be unlocked with that resonance currency. So a whole bunch of these, and then hull type C is all locked up. I'm not exactly sure if C is available in the full release of the game. But we're going to go with Imperial Cruiser A, the Triumph of Heaven. Sounds good to me. And on our ship here, we have the following, I guess, structures. We have door control, we have life support, we have engines, we have shields, we have the command throne, we have the weapons bay, sensors, and the launch bay as well. We have the storm cannon and the bolt cannon equipped. We have 2 Imperial enforcers on our crew, okay? 60 HP for these guys, 3 DPS. And then, of course, our Abobro commander, who looks like this. Difficulty is normal. It looks like you can also play on Torment, which is super cool. Lots of these are unavailable in the demo. I mean, kind of seems like the demo is a little bit limited, at least as far as features available to you. So, do let me know in the comment section below if you want to see the full release of this. I got no problem purchasing this game and playing it. This game's super, super fun. You can also check the exterior of your ship as well. Let's get a bit of a load of the art style. But let's rock and roll. Let's go. Let's launch this expedition. And the God King has fallen. The Empire is in despair. Brother fights against brother as the ruinous cults sweep through the stars. The very fabric of reality trembles before the onslaught of demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists: to rekindle the flames within the vault of souls. To the Empire, you are a blasphemer. To the cults, you are a heretic. Trust no one. Let none stop you from bringing the renegades of this forsaken realm to their destined annihilation. So that is kind of our goal. That is what's going on. We prepare for subspace translation. Let's go. Alright, so now we're kind of sitting in space here, and there's several different things that you can do. So what you have to understand about this game is, basically, you can have your crew man different locations, okay? So for instance, this guy right here is manning the engine, okay? And we can always hover over our little panel down here. So these are our core systems, these are our subsystems, and when each of these systems is manned by a crew member, it actually does other things. So for instance, when the engine is manned, we're going to get +5 evasion, which is going to be useful in combat. Looks like this guy's manning the door. So what does this do when it's manned? +1 door reinforcement. Okay, so we can toggle this around, right? We can move our crew around as we like. I think manning the weapon system is smart. because this is going to allow him to, well, once we arm it anyways, it's going to allow him to charge up our weapons faster. Then this guy should probably man the shields. This will allow the shields to recharge faster. You can see that we have 1 shield strength. Looks like we can get a maximum of 4. You can do that by upgrading your ship. So we have this scrap metal currency right here, okay? And if you ever want to upgrade your ship, it does cost scrap metal, and you can do so in this menu here. So for instance, if we upgrade our shields right here, get a couple of ticks in that upgrade, so up 2 levels, we will actually get 2 shield barriers, all the way up to 4 if we can get it maxed out. Okay, same with the weapons bay systems. You can get reactor units, which will give your ship more power. So as you add more weapons and systems, obviously what will happen is it requires power, right? So you have to make sure that your ship can, I guess, support it, right? What else do we have? Here's our commander. The commander needs to sit in the commander throne. This will allow you to actually warp, okay? And that is how you will, I guess, continue on down the path in space. What else do we have? So this right here is a launch bay. I believe it's called an assault sled. And you can actually throw up to 2 crew in here. And this will allow you to actually board ships, right? So we can load them up in here. We can load the crew. And then if we had an enemy ship, we could actually launch the assault sled. So they can board the enemy ship. Sometimes it's good to do that because I do find that you get maybe a little more resources when you man the ship versus destroy it with your weapons. So let's go ahead and let's arm our weapons. So I'm going to click these on and you will see it does require 2 power. So here's our total reactor power right here. So we have 1 remaining unit of power left. So we actually can engage the bolt cannon. But of course, we're going to have to get it upgraded more if we add more weapons, which probably will. And you can see the weapons charge up. They would be ready to fire at this particular point. Nothing to shoot at right now. So I think as we add more crew, we'll get more of these locations manned. And, it still remains to be seen kind of what other things that we can add to our ship. I know that there's missiles, and it requires a missile bay. I'm not sure how to get that missile bay yet. And if we ever wanted to use our special trait, simply just click here, and our characters actually have an inventory as well. So you can equip, gear to them. And that's pretty much the basics of it. Can equip weapons here, and then missiles here, okay? And that's basically it. So let's go ahead. Let's begin. Let's begin our little voyage here. So we press warp. Now we get to select our location. So we have a bunch of unvisited nodes, and a variety of things can happen at these unvisited nodes. And of course, we have a listening station. We have a merchant here where we can spend our scrap. Looks like we can actually get more crew. Psychomancy, which I believe is spells and consumables. We have a merchant mechanic, which will sell us stuff for our ship. Safe place to rest. Then at the very, very end here, there is a Stargate, which will bring us to our next zone. So let's begin. Let's go to the unvisited node and see what awaits us here. Okay, so we have a Corsair frigate, and it's hostile. You reach the jump point. Moments later, a raider warship emerges from hiding and opens fire on your ship. Sorry, nothing personal, says the Corsair. Well, he's gonna find out. So the first thing I like to do is we can press spacebar to sort of pause it. This is called command mode, and this allows you to, I guess, kind of assess what's going on with the enemy. So let's take a look at their ship. They have the same general systems. They have a shield generator right here and 1 shield. So what we want to do is we want to try to blast through their shield so we can do direct hull damage to their ship. Now we could send our 2 crew members. We could have them board their ship to try to, I guess, shut them down to, kill the crew and shut down their ship that way. Or we can just simply open fire. I think we should probably open fire. So let's go ahead and let's target the shield generator. So spec to the Q and W key. This is how you will actually aim your weapons. Looks like you can press this button too if you like. But we can do Q and W. And let's go ahead and target the shield generator. And you will see, of course, they do have a shield. So it's going to block the first one. But then the shield will be down for a moment. And hopefully the second one can hit. And then once it hits, you'll actually see that the crew will repair it. But while they're repairing it, it's not going to be generating a shield. And we, of course, also have 1 shield. They're going to be shooting back at us too. All right, so it looks like we missed. That one got through the shield and then 1 hits. And now you can see the shield generator is outlined in orange. So that means it's damaged. And of course, the crew frantically repairs it. But we have just more firepower than these guys. I'm not sure why they picked a fight with us. But they're going to find out. And they're going to be sunken in space. Let's go. Your sensors detect an energy surge from the enemy ship's engine. They are powering up their warp drives. Well, they're trying to flee, but looks like we have a shell getting home. Boom. That's right. Get wrecked. And it's always fun to watch their ship explode and the crew fly off into space. Despite the devastation, you managed to retrieve a few intact supply containers. Got 20 scrap metal and 1 munition. This is for missiles, but of course we don't have a missile bay installed yet. But very nice with the scrap metal. We'll certainly make use of that. Let's continue on. Took no damage at all, and essentially we have our hull strength right here. We have 30. If that's depleted to 0, our ship explodes and we lose. So let's keep on going. Let's go to the listening station. Come across a hidden outpost of the Raider clans. Though it appears to have been deserted long ago, there is still functioning signal relay in one of the side antechambers. Powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages at ranges far greater than conventional equipment. Okay, so we can pledge allegiance to a Raider clan here. You broadcast a transmission announcing your allegiance to whichever clan this relay belongs to. Okay, so listening station activated. 31 scrap metal as well. Very, very nice. We hear you. We will put the word out. You better not mess this up. We will be watching. 31 scrap metal, though. Very, very good. We have 86 now. So let's keep on going. We have a merchant here. I think I like the idea of this mechanic merchant. So let's see if we can get some scrap metal and pop on in there for some upgrades. A Corsair vessel. Target locks your ship. The pilot opens comms. I want everything you have. Well, you chose the wrong ship to fight against there, pal. Be talking trash, man. All right, so let's assess. Shield generator here. I think we use a similar tactic and just target the shield generator. So as their crew sort of works, it looks like they have a very small crew, just 2 of them. Not sure why they're picking a fight with us, but again, they're going to find out. Let's launch the volley. All right, very nice. Frantically repairing, and we're still sitting nice and pretty. Let's keep targeting the shield generator. In fact, I almost think, since this is such a small crew, there's literally just 2 of them. 30 HP on this guy, 30 HP on this guy. Let's board the ship, because I think you do get better rewards. So let's load up the crew, and let's launch the assault sled. And let's see, let's put them, because we want to... Suddenly breaks off its attack run. They are attempting to flee the battle. Well, hold on a second. Get in there, boys. All right, so now they're doing combat. Of course, our guys have the yellow bar. And we're taking them down, and once you completely destroy their crew, which we're doing, effectively. Gotta bust through the door. They're still shooting at us. Their shield generator is down, and the crew has been eliminated. So now we get 33 scrap metal, which is nice. Whereas if we destroyed it, I think we'd probably get just a little bit less. And of course, our crew does take some damage, because they were in combat, right? In fight. And it's going to take a couple of warps to restore their HP. So you don't want to board every single ship, because you have to manage the HP of your crew as well. Let's go. Warp. Well, actually, this thing's a sitting duck. Let's blow it. That's right. Talking trash to me, man. Picked the wrong fight. Fiery cataclysm consumes the adversary's ship. Yep. See you later. That's what happens. Alright, we got another Corsair frigate. It's hostile. Undergoing some repairs. They notice you and immediately arm their weapons. You'll never take us alive, they said. But they've only got 3 of 6 hull strength. Let's scuttle the ship immediately. Shield generator. Looks like they have a hospital on board. So that is one question I have about this game. Are there other, like, systems or stations that you can purchase and add to your ship? Namely the missile bay. That's what I'm really curious about. I think this game opens up in a big way if that's true. I mean, it's got to be true. Plus, there's a bunch of different ship varieties, as you saw in the intro. Maybe if you choose a different ship, you, like, start with the missile bay. That might be how it works as well, but... We got 1 Electro Maul. How about this? +1 DPS, +3 DPS against targets with over 100 max HP. Stuns nearby enemies for 5 seconds on kill. And then Psychic Shriek and Scrap Metal. Okay, so that is a psychic skill. Okay. We'll see if maybe we can add a crew member with psychic abilities, but we can just choose one. Okay, so let's go with the Electro Maul for sure. No question in my mind about that. And let's go ahead and get that equipped. Let's throw it on Let's build one of these Imperial enforcers into just a beast that is really good when boarding the enemy ships. I think I like that. And let's keep going. Got 119 scrap. Let's go to the mechanic and see what we have available. So you can see the rest there. That gives them some HP back. Okay. They open a comms channel so we can trade with them. We could actually attack them if we like as well, but let's trade with them. And what do we have? So missile template, saber missile. Hull damage per shot too. Wow. It does ignore shield as well. But we don't have a missile base, so there's no point in purchasing this. We also have the heavy flare missile. Okay. Again, no missile bay. Or the claymore missile. Wow, so all of the systems. We got no guns, just all missiles. How about this? Auto surgeon. Activate to heal all friendly crew in the room. Recharges every jump. Interesting. Hey, how about this? We have the missile bay. Okay, so my long-awaited question has been answered. I mean, we want to definitely get the missile bay, and we can probably add a missile as well. Now, we do need these munitions, which we'll find in our journeys in order to shoot the missiles, right? So each missile fire does require one munition, but this is how you get it set up. You get a missile bay. Okay, cool. Otherwise, siege bombard. Bombards enemy ship with artillery, consumes 3 units of munitions to deploy. Let's go with the missile bay. Okay, cool. Now we can choose where to put it. Let's put it back here. I'm okay with that. And let's see, what do we like? Heavy flare missile. Ignore shield. High chance of hull breach. Inflicts minor crew damage. Claymore missile. Small chance of fire. Hull damage per shot 3. Charge time 20. Charge time 21. I mean, the Claymore missile seems really, really good. It's also the most expensive one. I mean, I think you go Claymore missile and you don't look back. At 3 hull damage per shot. Costs 2 munitions per shot, though. We'll have to keep that in mind. This does 2 and it costs 1. Maybe this is the best, the saber missile. First enemy ship weapon fired at your ship will always miss. So these are modules that you can equip to your ship for passive traits. Let's go with the saber missile. I'm okay with that. Hey, how about this? We already had the Gladius missile. Well, now we got a couple of different options, I suppose. Okay, cool. Well, we just got lethal. Should have probably checked to see if we had a missile template equipped already. We do. So I could buy some munitions. We could buy 1 unit of munitions for, looks like 3 scrap. So let's buy some munitions in case we need them. We could also repair, but we don't need to. I'm going to save some scrap because I do believe we're going to have to upgrade our ship in order to install this. Yeah, so you have the Gladius missile. Let's load the saber missile instead, okay? And let's see. What's it going to take to power this up? So we're going to need more reactor power, it does appear. So let's go ahead and upgrade the reactor to get more reactor units. Let's upgrade that. And let's power it up. And I wonder what it does when it's manned. Plus 10% charge speed. Okay. Well, let's just go all offense here. Let's go all offense. I like it. Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Mr. Mechanic. Very, very good stuff. Let's keep going. It's like we have a safe place to rest coming up. Get our crew all healed up. Unknown object in the distance. Its temperature readings are abnormally high. Let's definitely investigate. It's a cult warship. It is on fire. There may be survivors aboard. Send one of your crew to rescue them. Alright, we got... Okay, Marard got injured, but we got a husk. Okay, well, that's fine. Except for he got very, very hurt. Is that the guy with the gear? That's the question. No. I'm gonna call this guy, like, Attacker 1 or something. Just so I know. Well, what are we doing, boys? What are we doing, guys? So this husk can work the shield generator. You work the munitions. Well, the weapons, more like. Let's go. Let's warp. Alright, so we have another Corsair cruiser now. Pirate starship tears into real space on your flank. Weapons primed. Sorry, nothing personal. Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot lately, haven't we? He's got 1 shield. And 8 hull strength. Looks like he's got just basic weapons, though. So let's see. Maybe I can take him out with... Maybe we can try a missile. Let's target the shield generator. Let's hit it with the missile as well. Let's see what a saber missile does. Okay, so he shoots. Shield just deflects that. We got the missile coming soon. Okay, very nice. Look at that. Missile go. Boom. Excellent shot. Nice job, guys. Looks like our sensors are jammed, which is why we can't see into the ship. They're powering up their warp drives. Not if I have anything to say about it, buddy. Get wrecked. Get them. Storm 1. Fire. That's right. Get out of here with that weak stuff there. Corsair cruiser. 27 scrap metal and 1 munition. Very nice. We'll definitely take the munitions. So let's warp to a safe place to rest. And let's see what the options are here. Get a little HP back. Repair 10 hull points. We're still doing good. Heal injuries. Construct a machine. Scavenge munitions. So we could get another machine. This will give us another husk, I do believe. So do I need that? I think so, yeah. Let's do it. This guy's going to heal up in due time. We'll have him work in the engine so we have a little bit more evasion. I think that makes a lot of sense. And let's keep going. Probably want to get 1 more husk as well. And put him on the sensor. Small border outpost in this area. You arrive to find it abandoned. Okay. So nothing to do here. Let's warp on. Nice. We got a weapons dealer coming up. That's compelling. Let's see if we can get some scrap metal. 1 fetid rags. Immune to poison. Poison DPS +2. Okay. Well. Obviously, if we had that rogue character, or the assassin character, that would be nice, but... I mean, immune to poison. We'll definitely take it. Let's keep going. Let's find some more scrap. Let's go. Let's get a fight. You encounter the drifting wreck of a transport vessel. Almost nothing remains beyond the outer skin, upon which is scrawled the usual Corsair iconography. You move on. We can't, like, take some scrap metal from it or something? Well, let's go to the merchant, the weapons dealer. We don't need any more missile templates, but maybe we can buy a weapon for our crew member or something. How about this? He's got heat beam, devastator beam, another bolt cannon. I mean, this is another useful. We could certainly get it. I'm going to need to add more power, but I think getting the bolt cannon is a good idea. So if I can get 1 more power. Well, it looks like we'll actually have to upgrade our weapons bay. So it can support 4 total power, and then we'll have to up our reactor as well. So we're looking at 60 units of scrap metal that we need. We have 17. All right, so future plans. Future plans for sure. Let's keep going. Let's get some more scrap. Let's go. All right, here we go. Assault barge. Loaded with cargo collected from their former victims. I mean, I like the sounds of this. Let's leave this guy here. Let's send you to the front to man the sensor so we can get a glimpse of this. I think it would be probably a good idea to try to board the ship and take them out. But we'll certainly see. For the time being, though, let's blast them. What is this? Let's go. So imagine having another whole cannon to use, right? Alright, so it looks like they have some kind of laser. Some laser beam. Alright, so we've got eyes in here. There are 4 in their crew. Let's see if maybe we can do some damage to them. You have ground us to dust. Here, take our cargo and allow us our lives. Power field. Plus 10 max HP. It's a tool. Yeah, okay, I'll accept your surrender. And we can throw that on our commander, a bow bro. I mean, plus 10 HP is great. Certainly take it. It doesn't look like I can shoot him, right? Like, yeah, we accept your surrender. Now we're gonna shoot ya. It doesn't work that way. Right, we've got a corrupt cruiser. Okay, so Gorgothian vessel primes its weapons and locks onto your ship. This one's got 10 hull strength. Okay, so we're in for a bit of a fight here. Well, good thing we're well equipped. Let's take out the shields. Fire the saber missile as well. Okay, so this guy's got, like, special skills, it looks like. Okay, he's going to slow me. Looks like we did take some damage. Missile coming down. Nice hit. Hitting the crew. If we can scuttle down the crew enough, I guess my units are slowed. Prepares to jump out. That's not how this works, man. Let's see if we can take him down quick. Fire away. Let's go. One more hit. I could shoot the saber missile. Looks like he's got plenty of time left for our regular cannon shots. Don't want to waste my munitions. So we took him out. We did take a couple of points of hull damage, but we got 25 scrap metal. Absolutely excellent. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's go ahead and get our weapon systems upgraded. And into the Stargate we go. You approach the Stargate. And now we have the choice between Imperial Shrine Worlds, which would be, you know, a whole new little map that we just traveled. And this is a neutral zone. Otherwise, the Death Cult sector is a war zone. And then we have these exclusion zones as well. So I could go to like a basic world here, maybe get a little more upgraded, and then keep going into a war zone and then exclusion zone times 2. Let's see what a war zone is like. These craven individuals have shed all pretense and now openly proclaim their allegiance to the Death God. Well, I don't think I'd get along too well with these guys. Alright, a nexus of influence. I think you definitely want to hit those. Last time we did it, we got a bunch of scrap metal. 6 munitions. Beautiful. We'll definitely take that. Let's hit this. Great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realize it is an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains as to be nearly unrecognizable. A Death Cult warship guards the entrance. Alright, well, let's assess. So what do we got? No missiles for them, but they do have a warden with 140 HP. Wow. He can extinguish all fires and create toxic gas in current room. And I do believe we can just teleport our commander on their ship as well. I think that's what this ability allows me to do. Or if there's like a fire on board or something, we can quickly move him with that ability. But I think we got to take them out the old-fashioned way, and they do have 2 shields. Okay, so these guys are certainly a lot stronger. It'd be real nice to have our other cannon up and operational. But let's go. I think we're in for a fight here, boys. Looks like they jammed our sensors as well. I don't really think there's I don't think it's a good idea to board their ship. Alright, saber missile away. So their shields do a really, really good job of staving off the damage. So we're going to probably have to rely upon the missile. Alright, nice job. Get in there and repair it. Way to go, guys. We're still upright. We're still doing good. Good job. Saber missile. Fire. Alright, very nice. Just scuttle that ship. We'll see you later. You guys were talking smack. 36 scrap metal as well. Absolutely beautiful. Pledge yourself to the god of death. I mean, even if we're not serious about it, I think it's useful to do so. Resolve to pledge yourself to the god of death. Further sacrifice must be made. Embrace mortality. So what does that mean? We're going to kill one of our units? Supernatural chill. The command deck goes dark. A sickening, crushing weight seizes you. All crew slowed. Sensors destroyed. Suddenly you hear the rasping of shredded throats. The dead are crawling out of the walls. What? Alright, hold on a second now. We got intruders. Okay, so we have to get our husks safe. These guys are really, really weak. So let's move you here. We'll keep the husks in the central room. Alright, husks. Hang in there. Nope. Okay, the husk is down. The husk is down. The commander can take him out. These guys can take him out. Shield's critical. Alright. We gotta explore what's going on. Alright, get out of here, man. Enough of your nonsense. Suddenly felt a wave of nausea. Cough up a handful of your own teeth. What? Commander cannot rest for 3 jumps. Bone Shrine activated. You tear open your shirt to discover a hideous rune carved into your chest. Maggots squirm in the open wound. Wow, that is dark, man. Okay, well, let's make sure we repair up our systems, especially the shield. Luckily, the husk, at least one of them survived. I was particularly concerned about the husk. Sensors are back up. This guy's repairing this. Where's our commander? Okay, so he's right here. Well, you got to go back to your little command throne here, pal. Sensors, I think we probably do need somebody on the sensors. Looks like we're all repaired up, which is good. Shield's back online. Also good. Let's have you man the munitions. Let's go ahead and get our reactor units upgraded. So now we can add another to here, and now we got another bolt cannon online, which is absolutely great. Okay, so that was a pretty eventful little sequence there. And we did lose a husk, which isn't good because, you know, that's a laborer on board for us. Systems, equipment. We've got a safe place to rest right here. I mean, this is probably a decent spot to try to get to. We have a possessed cruiser now. Okay. Demonically corrupted starship. Alright, well, let's see. What do we have? 1 shield, 8 hull strength. Should be able to take this out with our improved weaponry. I'm also not seeing any missile bays, which is good for us. So let's go. Fire away. And I don't want to make a habit of shooting missiles every single time because we have to manage our munitions, right? I think as long as our shields stay up, and we can take them with our cannons. That's our winning strategy. I mean, absolutely, we're just rending this guy down with 3 cannons compared to 1. Yeah, you've been breached, alright. Been blown to bits. 55 scrap metal, beautiful. 1x Purify. Instantly grant immunity to debilitating effects to all allied crews on the current ship for 10 seconds. It's a psychic ability. Let's take the scrap metal. And let's see. So can I get my shield system upgraded? It'll cost 50, but we'll get an additional shield. I think we should probably do it. So now we have 2 shields, right? Got to get some more scrap before I can go shopping again. Come across a death cult warship transporting valuables. Okay, so I like valuables. Ghoul, death cultist. So these guys aren't particularly strong. So do we just like board them? Because if they're transporting valuables, you would think that you'd want to keep the ship intact. You know what I mean? Let's fire. And let's board them. Let's load the crew. Launch the assault sled. Let's go right there, boys. Come on. Get in there. Alright, let's take him down. You are the superior fighting force. Looks like he pulsed down my weapon systems. But these guys are having no trouble at all with the enemy. And what you can do from here is... So if you're successful, you can actually take out some of their systems, right? So that's another use in boarding their ship. But of course, they all aggro to you, so you got to be careful. 52 scrap metal and 3 munitions and a combat mesh vest plus 5 HP. Beautiful. And another thing, you can destroy their ship while your crew is on board, which will kill your crew. So you don't want to do that either. Okay, so our hull strength is low. Well, let's get a little loadout action. So this guy, let's throw the combat mesh on you. Let's change this guy's name to Attacker 2. He still has to get a weapon, but he's improving. We got 75 scrap. Alright, let's warp it. I want to get to this safe place to rest. Repair the ship. Gorgothian frigate that's on fire. They appear to have been damaged from some prior incident. Okay, so only 3 hull left. Let's see if we can just take them out. Although we'd have a lot of success just boarding their ship as well. What is this guy gonna do? Slows all hostile crew in an area. And there's only 5 of them. They have really weak HP. I mean, we can always send in our commander as well. I'm gonna board the ship. Let's go. Load crew. Let's launch the assault sled. Let's send our commander in there as well. Let's go, boys. Alright, way to go, guys. Way to go. Way to take him out. Good job. 49 scrap metal. Absolutely beautiful. Let's recall the crew. Looks like that needs a bit of repairs. So let's patch it up. The assault sled. I kind of like boarding. It's fun. I like that this game gives you options in combat, right? And let's put this sorry ship out of its misery. Alright, we'll see you later. Gorgothian frigate. You have neutralized the enemy. Yeah, we sure did. blew them apart. Safe place to rest, yes. Our commander should be able to rest. Okay, so now he can rest again, which is great. Let's get 10 hull points restored. And let's keep on moving. Mercenary broker. Okay, so could add to our crew. Got another mechanic, which can give us another module. Safe place to rest right here, where I could get a husk. Let's do that. Alright, a possessed scout. Demonically corrupted starship. Well, let's show them how we handle corruption. I would consider boarding this, but it's hard to say exactly what is aboard. They do have 2 shields as well. We got 2 shields now, but we just have the superior firepower. Looks like the bolt cannon has been disabled. Well, one of them has. Looks like our missile's disabled as well. Okay, so this guy's like disabling my systems. I don't like that too much. Let's go. Get the shot. Okay, we definitely took some more damage there for sure. Like that was a tough one. We could get a Arc Talon, +1 DPS, +1 DPS in small rooms, +2 DPS while nearby ship systems. Seems like a pretty good weapon. 1 Ferroplast vest, +5 scrap metal, +10 HP. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good as well. I think the Arc Talons are good. I mean, both good items. Let's give that to attacker 2. Oh, he's got 6 DPS. This guy's got 4. Okay, very nice. Why don't you give the missile bay a repair there, pal? Make sure that all systems are go, right? Alright, very nice. 124 scrap. We got a safe place coming up. We're down 6 points on the hull. Fusion charge. Deal 5 damage to nearby system. It's a tool. Interesting. So we can throw that on a bow, bro, except for he's got the power field, which I like better. Safe place to rest. So I could repair the hull. We could get another husk. Let's get a husk. And let's throw Mr. Husk on the engine for evasion. Excellent. Probably will pop on into the mechanic. See what's going on there. Possessed cruiser up next. Alright, 1 shield. 15 evasion shouldn't be that big of a deal. And it would be nice to kind of see what's going in there. So I think what we can do is we can upgrade our sensor. Okay, so we took a shot. I mean, that ship certainly has some firepower. 31 scrap metal, though. So we can upgrade our sensor, which is this. It's going to give us visibility into rooms on our ship. And if we have an equal or higher sensor strength than the enemy, we'll get to see into their ship as well, which can help me determine if I want to board it or not, right? So I think I probably should at least get the sensor upgraded once. So the past couple of fights, I haven't been able to see through it into the enemy ship. Because if I can board them quickly and take them out, I think that's better than sitting here trying to just shoot them down. Alright, good deal. Let's warp. We are down to 20 of 30 hull. Mechanic, what do you got for me? Let's trade. What do we have? Graviton Cannon. Slow all crew in target room for 20 seconds. Energy Lance. Number of shots 1, charge time 12. Starts fights pre-charged. Charges per jump 4. Ignore shield. Small chance of hull breach. Inflicts minor crew damage. Okay. Retributor 1. Medium chance of fire, so it's gonna set him alight. Otherwise, we have the Graviton Field Generator. Okay, so these are systems. It's going to slow all crew on enemy ship. The Hull Reaper fires a beam that damages enemy hull and has a chance to restore your own by an equal amount. Consumes 1 unit of munitions to fire. Interesting. So that's like life steal. Hull steal, if you will. Terror Amplifier. Psychic Blast that stuns enemy crew. Ignore shields, can target own ship. Your lance always hits. Plus 10 HP to all Machine Priest units. I mean, the Energy Lance seems pretty cool. This seems good. Let's get the Hull Reaper. Let's put it right there. And I'm probably going to have to upgrade to power it up. This Energy Lance seems interesting. Graviton Cannon just slowing the target crew. Let's see. So it needs, what, 1 power? So I've got to get this reactor upgraded. Okay. Now what does it do when it's manned? It doesn't look like it can be manned. Well, that's alright. We'll see what it does in fight. We'll see what it does in fight. I've got 45 scrap remaining. Plus 2 DPS to all death cultist units. I think we're good where we're at. An Imperial invasion fleet is visible in the distance. They appear to be burning down space colonies in the system. Attention, colonies of the Empire. Due to your carelessness, an evil taint has been allowed to spread amongst you. Let the cleansing flames be a lesson to us all. So as an Imperial citizen, we're supposed to assist in the purge. I don't think so. We gotta stop them. Imperial corvettes, okay? Yeah, we can't let this happen. So fire away. Let's go. Alright, so they got some just basic husks, and then one that looks like Imperial. But let's fire away. Alright, take them out, guys. Really working hard on that shield generator. Shields are down, just taking a massive amount of damage. Do nothing to me with that laser. Except for we missed. 20% evasion on this ship. The Corvette is scuttled. And off goes the crew flying through space. 23 scrap metal is nice. Managed to save the colony from the Imperial attackers. The survivors shower you with praise. But eventually the mood turns grim when they realize just how much they have lost. Well, did what I could. Got there as quick as I could, man. Space is large and space is vast. You approach the Stargates. So we have an Imperial sector. I want to make sure I can lock in one of these exclusion zones. So let's go to the Techno-Cult sector next. Right about the 50-minute mark, so I'll keep playing this for another 10-15 minutes and we'll call it good from there. But again, friends, you'll definitely have to let me know if you want to see more of this game. Got no problem purchasing the full version of it. It's a really fun and well done game. And we can certainly do it on a live stream or do some videos on it. Let me know. Let me know some feedback in the comment section below. 124 scrap metal. Wow. Well, that's a huge find. That is a huge, huge find. So we can upgrade this. It's going to increase the shield piercing. Upgrading adds autopilot functionality, granting some evasion even without a pilot. So engines can increase our evasion as well. I mean, I like the idea of getting some more evasion. Right, 25% evasion is nice. Capacity 3 in the launch bay. Let's get a couple of upgrades into the engine. And let's go. Let's warp. Got this little nexus. Pledge yourself to the machine god. How does the faithful servant act? Correct the error. Punish the disruptor. Terminal goes dark. You are able to make it back to your ship. A techno cult, excuse me, warship is waiting for you. Weapons primed. Okay, so big crew. It's the first observation. A flux priest. An engineer. Well, let's take him out the old-fashioned way. I don't really think it's something that we want to board, right? Okay, so looks like they hit our engines. Hold at 50% strength. My goodness. Okay, these guys got... Okay, they got missiles as well. Yikes. Let's repair this. I haven't really seen it do anything yet, though. Man, our missile system is down. Wow. Okay, that was quite the fight, man. We're gonna have to get a solution for our hull. Machine cannon. So that's a weapon that can be equipped on units, or a servo husk. I think we definitely need... Attack slightly damage nearby enemies. We need more crew. I mean, look at the sorry state of what we have going on here. Let's repair up here, boys. Alright, so Missile Bay. Let's have you man this. Does this need to be, like, manned before it's actually usable? We gotta get the Missile Bay manned. Mercenary broker. Can probably add another crew member here as well. Let's trade. What do you got? Apostle of Decay. Okay, so this is a Psyker. So he'll have a spell slot. Summon Bloat Might in target room temporarily. Engineer. Repair machine speed plus 50%. We've got some more Arc Talons. How about a Grav Carbine? I mean, that's real cheap. Like, all this stuff's real cheap. I think the Arc Talons are better. Could use an engineer, sure. Looks like these are ritual materials. Interesting. So we actually could repair our hull here as well. Let's get the max repair. Let's buy a couple of munitions as well. I think all of these purchases make sense. And let's go ahead and let's get our boy a bow bro equipped with the weapon. 7 DPS for the big guy. And you love to see it. Let's go. Let's warp on. A safe place to rest. Don't mind if I do. Alright, another technocult vessel on a supply mission. Okay, this guy again has 2 shields. Maybe I want to consider upgrading my shields again. No missiles though. So let's see. Where is your... Oh, right there in the middle. Couldn't see it. In fact, it almost feels like we should just board them. Let's go, boys. Hey, nice. Oh, so that's a storage vault. Okay, I see. So I've seen those before, right? That little glowing object. So that's a storage vault. You wanna definitely board the ship when that's present. We got a bow bro doing a bow bro thing, so let's go, buddy. Just taking him out with fisticuffs. This guy's got to move on in. Make room for our other crew member. Get in there. Nice job. Looks like he got poisoned, though. Alright, good job. More scrap metal, more munitions. Just got a bunch more scrap metal now, which is absolutely excellent. And this thing, I'm not even sure what this thing does. Doesn't seem to do anything useful, anyways. Alright, we got the engineer. Let's see. Let's put the engineer right there. Alright, nice. We've got a fully manned ship now. Alright, nice. Let's go. Warp on. Safe place to rest, you bet. Need exactly 10 units to the hull. Let's keep going. Got another probe. Okay, so they have another one of these. Okay, so I definitely want to board this. Question is, what do they have? Engineers. So let's do it. Nice, storage vault with some more scrap metal. I'm so glad I found that out. Alright, let's go, boys. Get in there. Do combat with them. Okay, so definitely a success, right? But obviously our HP is getting a little whittled down, so I've got to make sure that it at least stays manageable. Let's go. Okay, so they got another one of these vaults. Taking for pirate and open fire immediately. They do have a missile system as well. And a bunch of these husks. Now, I would really love to board this ship and just take them out. The question is, can we? I mean, I think we can. I think we can. Let's load the crew. Let's launch it right there. Let's get a bow bro in there as well. See if we can just take them all out. Alright, nice job, guys. Way to work together. And you saved the ship. Tremendous amounts of damage with that missile on board, right? Heavy disruptor missile. I just don't like the sounds of it. All right, nice job, guys. Way to go. Okay, we have a weapons dealer or a mechanic. Under attack by an Imperial patrol ship. Hull Reaper, attack the Imperial ship. +5 hull integrity. And 84 scrap metal. Okay, so it's only used in like certain situations. Is that it? It gives you an option for random encounters, maybe? Cannon fire streaks across the void and you realize the colony is under attack. Well, we gotta assist the colony. It's Corsair frigate. Okay, so these guys are a little stronger. Probably can't board this one. Energy beam to putrefactor 1. Okay. Well, I think we gotta take them out the old-fashioned way. With missiles as well. Let's go. Let's blast them down. They do have 2 shields. Okay, so they are boarding me now. Okay, boys. Let's get real. How'd that work out for ya? You guys got wrecked. Let's see. I should almost just get in there with a bow bro. Send him in. Oh no. You died. Well, that is a fitting end, I suppose. We're right at about the hour mark. I didn't think we were going to destroy the ship. I wanted to get on in there and take him out quickly and then get on out. But yeah, a fitting end to the madness, perhaps. What a fun way to end. Yeah, Commander lost aboard Corsair frigates at the time of its destruction. But man. Okay, so 1230 of the resonance. Okay, so you actually get a decent amount of it for finishing a run. Well, that's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. And a fun way to end the video, I suppose, as well. Definitely make sure you don't do that. However, my friends, this has been Void War, a very fun sci-fi, really dark fantasy strategic space roguelite that I really, really do enjoy. So thank you so much to the commenter who recommended this. A truly great recommendation. This game is a lot of fun. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can certainly do so. There's a link in the video description below. It's as fun as it looks, and I like the way that the game's just. It's a very unique game that sets itself apart from a lot of other games of a similar genre, right? Does a lot of things uniquely, and that's really a good selling point about Void War here. I really did enjoy my time with it. Now, if you want to see some more, I'd be happy to play some more. I'd be happy to buy the full version and see what, new features are available in there. We can do a full run. Maybe we can do a bit of a video series on it. Maybe we can just do a fun live stream or two with Void War, the full release. Definitely let me know. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about the game. And if you want to see some more. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends, but thanks again so much for spending some time on the channel today. If you enjoyed yourself here today, please smash the like button and become a subscriber if you are new here. So thanks again, my friends. I'm heading on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.